Hey guys, so you want to do landscapes and environments and have big environments. Well, there is a key to that. And if you want to do environments, you probably want to do environments with that involves mountains, at least some kind of like rocky landscapes or hills, something like that. Well, let me tell you this. Doing this through like let me just turn this on. Doing this through modifying the doing that through modifying your vertices or edges or faces is a very tedious thing. So you want to do this by displacing your geometry. So with that, let me just show you how you can do this. Okay, let me just do that. 35, apply the scale. Now, switch to shading. I'm gonna link the materials and then I'm unlink them so that it does have the image structure of that. So this and this is all you need for this, for displacement. Now, you also probably need to set experimental feature set because that's gonna allow you to have adaptive subdivision. And also you need to go into materials, go down here to settings, and then displacement and bump. Now, what you need to do is uh, go to edit mode, select all, and subdivide it by 100. Now that's gonna add geometry. You see, that's gonna add squares. And using displacement, you're gonna basically you will scale up or push up that geometry, and it's gonna create those mountains you need, and you won't. So most of the time it works like this. If it doesn't, if it kind of fucks up, it's probably because you don't have the scale applied. Let me just show you. Yep. So when you scale it up with the displacement already in it, it's not gonna work on it's gonna work if you actually don't apply the scale. If you apply the scale, then you need to also apply or push up the scale of the displacement, but it has a limit of 1000, but you can type 10,000 there and it's gonna still work. But I'm not doing like this. I'm working um, by with small environments, and I'm basically imitating how real life scales look. So even though it may be like 2 by 2 meters, it still looks real because the camera is like, for example, high as a um, as a normal human would be at, for example, 2 by 2 meters scale down. So that's basically how it works. Now, what you need to do for displacement. Now, for displacement, there are two ways for it. Now, if you want to apply, for example, particle systems for it, you can see that even though you are you have this geometry pushed up, it ignores the geometry and it still goes through the terrain and it doesn't look good. The particle system ignores completely the geometry pushed up. So when you need to do is delete the particle system, add a displace, and then go to new. I already have displace texture, but I'm gonna open it and show you what it does. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go to assets, textures, or one landscape. So now it already fucks up the thing because there are two displacement maps. But if you unplug the displacement and completely delete it and add a bump and then switch it to normal, you have an imitation of geometry. And let me show you how you can use that to basically, in the workbench, not have a lot of details so that it doesn't take up your um, performance. For example, you can use that performance for particle systems through, and it's going to save you a lot of performance, as I said. And through particle systems, you can basically create trees, grass, and all of that great stuff. Also, fuck, what is it called? Geometry nodes are also a good thing. How to use instead of how to use like particle systems instead of real particle systems, because I think they're taking less performance. I haven't dived into the particle systems of geometry nodes yet, but I will probably. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to learn that, but if you add a particle system now and the displace, you'll uh, the mid level, sorry, you'll put that to 0 and then the strength to, like, for example, 23. So now it looks like mountains, but you have those you have the geometry pushed up. Sorry for my voice. It kind of hurts me talking because I'm sick, and yeah, so I'm switching up. But yeah, so this is a pushed up geometry, a real geometry, not through like displacement nodes, which is not real geometry pushed up. It's just an imitation of geometry. So with the bump nodes and with the displace node, you can create a lot of fake details that are not going to take a lot of performance from your computer. And you can use that for creating particle systems like this, and then changing the render to object, and then adding, for example, a tree. I'm going to add a tree from the asset browser. I'm also going to do a tutorial for that. And let me just do this and add a tree. Now we've added a tree, and let's just select the instance object droplet, select the tree, and now we have trees all over. But if it's also going to take you a lot of performance from that. So particle systems are actually the #1 problems for me when it comes to making environments. But you can either deselect the overlays, which is gonna save you a lot of performance, but you can basically see nothing, or you can deselect the particle system from your viewport, so it's not gonna show in the viewport, but it's gonna show in the render. Let me show you. But before I show you, I'm just gonna rotate the trees, because wait, also I'm gonna do the number to 10, and I'm gonna rotate the tree. I'm gonna take a look at how the trees are rotated. Okay, so I'm probably gonna rotate it, but okay, okay, this doesn't work. So for it to work, you need to select object rotation, and then do go to IY, and they're gonna stand up by how you rotate them. Now you might also notice that I actually rotated them in the wrong direction, so they actually dive under the surface. It's just gonna just rotate them in another direction, and it's gonna be fine. Now children are also gonna save you a lot of performance when you click interpolate it and click it to, for example, 1, and switch it to like 1,000. Now the render amount is 1,000, so probably like 10,000 trees are going to be in here, but display amount is 1. So what it's going to do is it's basically not going to show almost any trees from the children node or modifier. I know what that is. So I'm going to hide this, and I'm going to show you what the rendered part looks like. Now, I know this is not perfect, and this was just to show you how it will work, how it will look and work in inside of the rendered view. So this is the rendered view. It rendered quite quickly in a minute. For how many trees there is. There is also a way to fix that with basically making photo trees. I'm gonna also show you that in a different video. Now, yeah, it's not perfect. I forgot to take the plane out of the scene, but yeah, this was just to show you how it would work and how it works. But I think that we can improve this and make a lot of good things with this. I think that if we scale down the trees, because they look enormous to the, yeah, they look awfully enormous. But yeah, it rendered quite quickly for that many trees. And yeah, I think this is the end of the video. Like, subscribe, and comment what should I do next. Comment if you like something, if you don't like something. Now, I'm sorry that I switched up my voice so many times. Yeah, I'm just sick and it hurts talking because, yeah. But I'm not gonna whine about that. So, yeah. Have a good day, guys.